Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Today, Sumanamālākāravatthu, the story of Sumana, the florist, the gardener, or the flower garland maker. From Dhammapada. Tenja kama katan sadhu yang kadawa nandu tapati yasa pati do sumano vipakam pati sevati. Ajengan go pilok chen jau nanda dapan mapuban ya thokan myo go pilok chen di kaung i. Nite wan miao laye ajengan i ajo go khansa ya i thokan myo go pilok chen di kaung i. Well done is that actions or doing which one repents not later, and the fruit of which one reaps with delight and happiness. This Dhammapada was taught by the Buddha when he was living at Veluwana Monastery in Rajagaha city, with the reference to the florist Sumana, or the gardener or flower garland maker. You know, the Sumana, he offered the 8 handful of flower garlands to Bimbisara king every day. Then, when he offered 8 handful of flowers garlands to Bimbisara king, then he also obtained $8 8 pieces of money every day from the king Bimbisara. One day, taking the flower garlands, he entered into the Rajagaha city to offer the flowers to the king Bimbisara. Then the Buddha also entered into the Rajagaha city together with many bhikkhu sanghas for food. Then, when the Buddha go to one place, sometime the Buddha hide his 6-color rays or light with his robe. Then he does the ray or light does not radiate outside of his body. If not necessary, then he cover his 6-color rays or light with his robe. Then nobody can see. Sometimes he is like the other normal bhikkhu. Nobody notice this is the Buddha like this. Is it? Like Angulimala. He wants to admonish Angulimala. Then he went to the place where Angulimala is there. At that time, 30 yojanas, around 300 miles. Then he went to this place without, releasing his 6-color rays or light. Sometimes, when he entered into the cities for food, like Kapilavatthu city, etc., then he also he also radiates his 6-color ray or lights from his body. Then he didn't cover those lights with his robe. Then many are radiating around the Buddha. Then many people also can see this is the Buddha with the 6-color rays or light. You see? Then on this day, the Buddha also released, also they radiate his 6-color rays or light, many different colors, Nila, Pita, Lohita, and Odata, Yangji, or Nila, Pita, brown color, black color, Pita, yellow color, Lohita, red color, Odata, white color, etc. Is it? Then another one is a missing color. In this way, altogether 6 colors of light from the Buddha radiating around the Buddha. Then many people praise the Buddha and reveres the Buddha a lot. Then when the Buddha entered into the Rajagaha city by radiating his 6-color rays or lights on this day, then Sumanamālākāravatthu flower garland maker, he also saw the Buddha on this day. Then when he see the Buddha's body with the 6-color rays or light, then he revere the Buddha, he respect the Buddha a lot. He want to puja, he want to offer something to the Buddha. Is it? At that time, then he thought to himself, what should I offer to the Buddha? Then he has nothing to offer to the Buddha, except, 8 handful of flower garlands. Actually, these 8 handful of flower garlands he used to offer to the King Bimbisara every day. Then, if he does not offer these 8 handful of flower garlands to the King Bimbisara, he may be killed by the king, or maybe he may give a kind of punishment. He will be given, punishment will be given by the king, or he may drive away from his country. Is it? He thought the king is like this. Is it? King is like dictatorship. Dictatorship. Don't show anything. Don't complain anything. Only just follow what we do. This is the dictatorship. Is it? Our monastery is the dictatorship or democracy. Is it? We only just encourage them to meditate regularly or to interview, etc., for the welfare for themselves, not for ourselves. Then, although sometimes we say, okay, we will take action, we will get punishment. I don't see any punishment here. That is why they are not afraid of us. Is it? Then, what happened? Okay, no problem. If the king killed me, or he will give punishments to me, or he will expel me from the country, then no problem. I will accept everything, whatever he do. Then he decided, I have nothing to offer. I only just have a handful of flower garlands in my hands to offer to the Buddha. Then he decided to offer these flower garlands to the Buddha. Is it? Then, that means he abandoned his lives for the Buddha. Is it? Although the king came, no problem, I will offer. Then if I offer those 8 handful of flower garlands to the Bimbisara king, okay, I will get 8 pieces of money, $8 only. But if I offer those flower garlands to the Buddha, then, in many world cycles, then I will get a lot of benefit. Or he knows, that means he has wisdom. Kammasakata Sammaditi. He knows the karma and its result. He believes in karma and its result. That is why he decided to offer this flower garlands to the Buddha by abandoning his life. His life. Then, he decided, okay, my faith is not so sure, still shaking, not Sotapanna yet, is it? That is why, then if I am hesitating, maybe my mind may change. Okay, before changing my mind, or before disappearance of my Saddha faith, then I will offer the flower garlands to the Buddha. Then he directly decided, and okay, he took 2 handfuls of the flower garland and the threw up about the Buddha. That means he offered. Is it? Then what happened? The flower stood on the sky above the Buddha. It does not fall down. It didn't fall down like the ceiling. Is it? Then okay, he was very happy with this miracles. Then after that, he took 2 handfuls of flower garlands and he also threw to the Buddha. Then they also, stand, right side of the Buddha without falling down on the ground. Then he was very happy with his offerings. Then another one. Then he took 2 handfuls of flower garlands and he also threw up to the Buddha. Then be his offering. Is it? Then those flowers also then flew left side of the Buddha and it also remained in the sky without falling down on the ground. Then the 2 remaining handful of the flower garlands, he also threw up the Buddha and offered. Then they also remain, behind the Buddha. In this way, okay, right side, behind, and left side, above. They became, the flower, the curtains like this. Is it? Then without falling down on the ground. Then with the Buddha's, the red, 6 red colors also radiating from his body, then together with the flower, then you can think about this, how it will be respectful, how it will be revealed. Is it? How it will be beautiful. The flower will be very beautiful with the Buddha, without falling down. Is it? This is not the... although they are not alive, because of alive Buddha power of the Buddha, or they are also like alive persons. When the Buddha go, then they also follow with the Buddha without falling down. Is it? Like alive persons. Then when the Buddha stands in one place, then they also stand together with the Buddha. In this way, then there are very miracles. Because of the power of the Buddha and the Sumana's strong faith. Then at that time, what happened? Then he has many full of pities in his mind by seeing this his kusala karma. Is it? Full of pity. Sometimes, for example, when you offer something to the Sangha respectfully, after that, I think you are very happy with this donation, something. Even after doing such kinds of kusala, you reflect on this. Then when you record in such kinds of kusala, generosity, then you also feel happy in your mind. Is it? Also, when you reflect on your pure morality, you observe, as long as I stay in this monastery, I ordain as bhikkhu, I ordain as Sally, I never break 10 precepts. Oh, if you reflect your pure morality in this way, then strong pity will appear in your mind. Is it? Then Sumala, the flower garlands maker also happy with his good marriage. Then he also followed together with the Buddha for a while. Then when the Buddha was going to the Rajagaha city with the flower garlands around him, surrounded by him, then many people also saw these miracles, and all people from Rajagaha city come out, taking sentence to offer. Is it? Like food to offer to the Buddha. At that time, there are 90 millions of people who are living in Rajagaha city. 90 million, only one city. But outside of the Rajagaha city, around the Rajagaha city, there will be also, for example, some small town or villages. There will be also 90 million people. Altogether, 180 million people in Rajagaha city during this time. So this miracle spread out throughout those countries. So many people also coming out from their house taking sentence to offer, and also to pay respect to the Buddha with the miracle flower garlands. Is it? Then there are a lot of people with a very big noise. Here you see here Buddha is very respectful, very beautiful with the flower garlands, etc. Then they also offer and pay homage to the Buddha together with Bhikkhu Sangha. Then the Buddha went to the cities for about, for example, 6 or 8 miles in the city, okay, to support his kusala. Then many people also praise the Buddha and Sumanamālākāravatthu, Sumana, the flower garlands maker, flower gardeners. Is it? Then after following for some time, then he returned to his house. Then what will happen? He returned to his house. Then, when he returned to his house, then his wife, Sumana's wife, thought, you returned to house today very early. What happened? Then you don't have flower garlands in your hand. What happened? She was checking with her husband. Then her husband also explained the whole story. I offer these 8 harmful flower garlands to the Buddha by abandoning my life. By doing so, the king may kill me. The king may give punishments to me. Even he may drive away from his country. He may drive away me from his country. But no problem. I have very strong faith. I wanted to offer those flowers to the Buddha. That is why I offer these 8 harmful flower garlands to the Buddha by abandoning my life. Then when he answered in this way, you are very stupid. He is not happy with this donation, her husband's donation. Is it? The king is very rough. Usually kings are very rough. If they get angry, okay, they may kill, they may shoot. They don't care. There's no law in the king. Is it? They are above the law. They are above the law. When they kill the people, they don't go to the prison. If someone makes some mistake, go to the prison. This is the dictatorship, is it? Okay, when they are doing in this, when he explained then, his wife get angry with him. Also, he was very afraid. She was very afraid. If you do so, then the king will arrest the whole family and they will torture us. Even they may give punishment to us. even they may drive away us from his country. Then what happened? After scolding her husband without being happy with this donation, then taking her son, her children, and went to the palace, royal palace. Is it? Royal palace. Then what happened? When she reached royal palace, I want to see the king. Then okay, she has opportunity to see the king, Bimbisara. Then she also explained this one. Your Majesty, my husband Sumana offer 8 flower handful of garlands to the Buddha. Actually, these flowers are for you to offer, but she didn't care you. Then this is only just he did according to his own desire without our agreement. That is why I also abandoned my husband. I already divorced. With her husband. Why? Then what she thought is okay. By doing so, her husband will be given by punishment. Punishment will be given by the king. She thought. That is why she was afraid of this punishment. That is why she already divorced, abandoned. Abandoned, is it? So whatever he do, it is not my concern. This is his wrongdoing. Then me, if you wish to give punishment, then you give punishment to him. Don't give to me. Something like this. Then me, she was afraid of killing by the king. Is it? Then when she said in this way, you know the Bimbisara king, since he met the Buddha first time, he became Sotapanna already. How he will get angry with this such kinds of donation? He will be more and more happy. But she was very stupid. Then the king Bimbisara also thought, oh, this lady is very stupid. Because of her husband's donation, without being happy, even she divorced with her husband. Is it? Why? She was afraid of punishment given by the king. That is why she already divorced, abandoned her husband. Then the king also pretended himself like getting angry. Oh, your husband, is it? Your husband offer 8 handful flower garlands to the Buddha without giving me, is it? Oh, it is not suitable. Then, okay, I will give punishments to him. Something like this. He only just pretended, is it? After that, actually, he was also very happy. Then, this kinds of, the sound of the many people already reached to the royal palace. That is why the king Bimbisara also have the news. The new hot news within, immediately hot news within short time. That is when the king Bimbisara already known this condition. Is it? That is why then Bimbisara king also went to the Buddha. Then the Buddha also saw King Bimbisara. Then he also invited the Buddhas to the royal palace. Then the Buddha also went to royal palace together with King Bimbisara. Then he wants to prepare the Buddha's seat. The Buddha and Bhikkhu Sangha's seat inside the royal palace, but the Buddha show he want to stay outside of the royal palace and maybe in front of the royal palace. Is it? Then they also make a kind of the rebellions with their temporary hall, with their clothes, etc. Then the Buddha and Bhikkhu Sangha stay there. When the Buddha stay outside of the royal palace, if he enter into the royal palace, only the king and minister and his follower in the royal palace will be able to see the Buddha, but the outsider will not be able to see the Buddha. Is it? That is why the Buddha want other people, all people to see. That is why the Buddha stay outside of the royal palace together with Bhikkhu Sangha. At that time, flower garlands are still following with the Buddha. Is it? With the many 6 color rays of the Buddha. In this way, Then King Bimbisara also offered the alms food to the Buddha and Bhikkhu Sangha, then give the Dhamma Anumodana talk to them. After they, the Buddha went to his monastery. When the Buddha entered into his Gandakuti, inside Gandakuti, then flower garlands fall down outside of the Gandakuti, the door of the Gandakuti. Only just this one. Is it? Then the King Bimbisara also asked the Sumana, the florist, the flower garlands maker, asked him to come to the royal palace. Then he also inquired, you offer the 8 handful of flower garlands to the Buddha? Is it true? Yes, Majesty, it is true. Actually, these flower garlands are for me to offer to the king, is it? Yes, Majesty, but when I meet the Buddha, I had nothing to offer. That is why I offer these 8 handfuls of flower garlands to the Buddha. By offering those flower garlands to the Buddha, then the king may kill me, no problem, I will accept. Or the king may give punishment to me, or the king may expel me from his country, no problem. Whatever the king do, I will accept. Is it? By abandoning my life, then I offer those flower garlands to the Buddha. Then he explains to the king. Then the King Bimbisara was also happy with his explanation. After they, without killing, without giving any punishment to him, what happened? He gave award, like award, the peace of award, Nobel Peace. Is it? What? 8. Don Mahaburizo Nama, you are great man. You are great man. Then he gave, 8 hathi, 8 elephants. 8 elephants. If there's a car, not like nowadays, sure he will get 8 car, very good car, WBM or Mercedes. Is it? But 8 elephants during this time. Then 8 horses. 8 horses. Then 8 male slaves and 8 female slaves. Remember? 4. Then 8,000 pieces of money. $8,000 during this time. Okay? Then another one is 8 ladies together with very beautiful dress. Is it? Jewelry, etc. Then another one is 8 choice villages. Altogether how many? Oh, Mahapasarana, maybe 8 kinds of the ornaments with the many jewelry and 8 kinds of dress with the jewelries. Altogether 8. Is it? 8 multiplied by 8. So Sabatakai all are 8. Maybe he refers to the Noble Eightfold Paths. Is it? That is why when you practice Anapana meditation, count up to 8, referring to Noble Eightfold Paths. Here, Bimbisara king is also Sotapanna. Then he gave 8 eggs to the Sumana flower garlands maker. Oh, that is why it's all are 8 each kind. 8 of each kind. Okay? He offered in this way within short time. Then, because of offering the flower garlands to the Buddha, he immediately obtained, a lot of wealth. Then when the Buddha was in monastery, then Venerable Ananda thought, oh, this morning the Buddha went to Rajagaha city, then Sumanamālākāravatthu flowers garlands maker also offer 8 handful of flower garlands to the Buddha. Then also many people also praised with his offerings because of many miracles. Then what kinds of benefits the donor of flower garlands obtained? Then he asked the Buddha. Then the Buddha says to Venerable Ananda, Ananda, then with the 8 handful of flower garlands offering, don't think it is very small amount. A little offering. Don't think it is a little offering. Actually, he offered these 8 handful of flower garlands to me by abandoning his life. Is it? Oh. Because of this reason, then he will never be reborn in full state for 100,000 world cycles. Not only 100,000 lives, 100,000 world cycles. He will never fall into full state again. No need to worry. Although he is still not Sotapanna yet, but he will never be reborn in full state. Only he will be reborn in Devaran and human run, like this only. Oh, this is the result of offering of the flower garlands. Is it? Then, in the future, he will become Pachika Buddha, private individual Buddha. Is it? Okay, although his life is still very long, his lifespan still remaining many, but he will never fall into full state. This is very beneficial. Is it? Then the Buddha says in this way. Then in the evening, many bhikkhu are having conversation regarding the miracles of the Buddha and the donor of flower garlands, Sumana. Then the Buddha also said, the Buddha went there and then the Buddha recite this stanza. Is it? What is the stanza? Tenja kamagatan sadhu yangatwa nanu tapati yasapati do sumano vipagambati sevati. Easy. A chengango below change out no nada mabubaya, tokam yogo below chen the county. Where then is that actions of doing, which one repents not later. It is good, Tenja kamang gadan sadhu yangatwa nanu tapati yasapati do sumano vipagambati sevati. Nete one miauli a chenkai jo kanzayai, togamyogo below chendi county, and the fruit of which one reaps with delight and happiness. Very easy. Okay? By doing such kinds of good actions, merits, kusala karma, then you will never regret in the future. Is it? Then you should do such kinds of kusala, such kinds of good deeds. Then when you are doing such kinds of kusala karma, good deeds, then sure you will be happy and there will be full of pity in your mind when you are doing this kusala. Because of this reason, you will also receive the good result of this kusala karma in the future. At that time, then you will obtain, you will experience the good result happily. Is it? Then, if you do such kinds of good deed, it is good, praised by the Buddha. Reaps with the delight and happiness. Okay? That means you only just do kusala karma that you will never regret in the future after doing. this kinds of karma, then you will also experience the result of this good karma. Then you should do this, the Buddha encouraged. Then what are they? Dana, Sila, Bhavana, generosity, okay, Sila, observing morality, then practice meditation. Then when you attain Jhana, Magga, Phala, Nibbana, then you will never regret. Is it? Okay. By following the Buddha's instruction, may be able to attain Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sukhi hotu, Nibbana pesya hotu. Sadhu, sadhu, anumodami. Sadhu, anumoditabham. Khammami khammitabham. Sukhi hotu, Nibbana pesya hotu.